Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. Now today we're having a little look at this guy here. It's the RunCam 5 Orange action camera. Great little budget camera for your quad. But there's one issue. Obviously we need to have an ND filter on this in bright conditions, otherwise we're going to get jello, and we do. So what can we do? How can we put an ND filter on this little guy, bearing in mind that not many people make aftermarket stuff for this? You go for a GoPro camera, well, there's plenty of companies, Ethics, Camera Butter, make really nice ND filters for this camera. So what can we do? Well, we have a couple of options. Option number one is some of the videos I've seen online. You can get some camera tint, cut out a little square of it, stick it on the glass, and you're away. And that works to a certain extent. It's good, but because it's plastic and not glass, it's obviously not going to offer as much protection as a glass ND filter would. And also, because it's plastic, it might not have the optic quality that you want. You might have some effect there. Though, the people who've done it I've seen online have had really good results. So that's an option you could go for. Option number two, well, that's to go to RunCam's website and buy their sort of TPU mount that comes with an ND filter that you can slot in. But a couple of reasons why you might not want to do that. Number one, it's quite expensive for what it is. Not the cheapest sort of ND filter mount system you could buy. Number two, well, it might not necessarily fit on your quad very well, depending on your quad design. And number three, well, you only get one ND filter with it. If you want to buy some more, you have to buy the whole mount with ND filter again. You can't just get the ND filters on your own. So you might want to go with that option, but then again you might not. Well, what else could you do? Well, you could take advantage of the fact that this is very similar in size to the Session 5 and buy something like this. Let's put it to one side and bring in one of my 5-inch quads. Now this guy here is an official iFlight mount for this, which is an iFlight frame. It's the Lowrider XL 5.5. I don't think they make this frame anymore, but I really like it. Really nice sort of slammed frame, does really well. I like this quad, it flies really nicely. But this was one of the camera mount systems they did for the Session 5 or Session 4. It has obviously a TPU section with this kind of strange shape here, and this allows you then to attach the ND filter which came with it. This is a round ND filter because it's taken from, put it down there, it's taken from a DSLR camera. So as you can see there, there we are. Hopefully you can see that. ND8 is 52mm. So as long as you go online, buy another 52mm ND filter. You can buy these from many locations, including Amazon and other places. So if it breaks, you can change it depending on what you want. Get different ND filters. This is the one that happened to come with this one. So this is an option or something similar. I know that other companies do TPU mounts with ND filters that you can put in for session cameras that might fit nicely on your RunCam 5 Orange. But what if you just want to put it in something like this, which is like a little session mount? Then it can go on different designs of quads. Some quads obviously have a front section which has a sort of bit that goes up, so you can easily mount this on. Armatan do a couple of quads with a similar kind of design with sort of a metal front section, and so you just want to have this piece here that you attach with a strap, a sort of lipo strap or something like that. What could you put on the camera then? Well, there's an option that I've found, and I think this might work really, really well. And it's from this company here, Camera Butter. Now, you probably have heard of this company before. Certainly, if you've been looking for ND filters for your GoPros, you probably have a couple of these. They're really, really nice. Come in loads of different ratings. So this is an ND8, but they've got an ND16, ND4, depending on the light conditions. You've got a nice cover ND filter for your camera, for your GoPro. This one's designed for the Hero 5, 6 and 7. Obviously they do the Sessions, and I'm sure they do the Hero 8, and there's probably one for the Hero 9 being designed as we speak. So really nice. I think this will work really well with this camera as an option. And I'll show you why, if I can take it out of the pack. Now normally with the ND filters they rely on glass to glass contact to stick. Certainly the Ethics ones do. Whereas the Camera Butter ones have, I hope you can see that, around the edge you can see there's like a little foam sort of adhesive strip, and that's what sticks to the glass. So we can stick the foam adhesive strip, you can see it fits nicely around there, not to the glass but to sort of a plastic surround, which would then give us a good adhesion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this and we'll come back in a second. And here we are. Fits really nicely, as you can see. It's stuck on very nicely. Now, unlike it if you were fitting it on what it's designed for, a Hero 5, 6 or 7, it hasn't stuck to the glass, the adhesive strip, it's stuck to the plastic around. But that's still a really good adhesion. If you can see, I'm pulling on that, it's taking the weight of the camera and it's not coming off. So that's really nicely gone on there. And we've now got an excellent quality, because Camera Butter make excellent quality ND filters. So we've got an excellent quality ND filter on our RunCam 5 Orange, which is exactly what we wanted. And because Camera Butter make loads of different designs and different ratings, ND filter, you've got 4 or 8 or 16 or 32, whatever you want, then you can use whichever one you want depending on the light condition. So I think this is a really good solution to a problem that you might have come across. So there you go. So it's really gone on there nicely, I like that. So hopefully you found this useful. Don't forget, this is the Hero 5, 6 and 7 filter, not the Session one, which I believe they do as well, or obviously the 8, and I'm sure they're working on a 9, so not the 9 either, but for the 5, 6 and 7 that seems to fit on really nicely. Now you can get some nice jello free footage in bright conditions with your RunCam 5 Orange. So I hope this has been really useful. Thanks so much for watching, really appreciate you spending your time watching my content, and perhaps I'll catch you in a video in the future. Thanks a lot, take care, bye bye.